This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube Truth channel. Artificial intelligence, what is it? You should know. It's not people friendly. NASA lies. YouTube Truth, check it out. Subscribe and get the notifications. I'll be going live as soon as I have late breaking information. That's what I'll do every time I can. So what I wanted to do is show you this morning a little bit of what this looks like out here. It's beautiful. The moon is high in the sky. Let's show you where it is right now. There we go. Where the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon, and the duration of visibility between one another can't be explained by what we observe in reality, just so you know. I'm going to take us out to the beach right now, get a better view of this. That's some of what people see when they're around me on the roadway where I drive around. I'm at the Prince Resort right now in Cherry Grove, South Carolina. Beautiful accommodations here. They actually have condos for sale, oceanfront. The Hoffman Group is who you would see for that. Got a post recently I put out, artificial intelligence and the wildfires, directed energy weapons in California. You should know about that. I don't know how long I'll be able to do what I do. I'm not kidding. The enemy of our soul tried to kill me a long time ago, multiple times, including my own self-prescribed drugging. Just so you know. I'm not embarrassed to tell you I was assaulted by the psychological / pharmaceutical industry. Almost ended my life. The great news, there's nothing that's going to happen to me that God doesn't cause or allow. Okay, yesterday the live broadcast was sunrise at low tide. Now the tide is going to go out for about another hour and 10 minutes. That's just the way it is. It's the sun and the moon and stars move a course above the face of the earth. They're much like a celestial timepiece. So today the sun is going to appear right in that area, and this past summer it came up way over there. Notice the symmetry of the sea level liquid mirror right in front of your eyes. As important as the shape of the earth is, it matters because people are deceived, and by irony and paradox, they're unaware of their deception. And quite frankly, most of them don't want to be told about it. I don't mind telling. I've got to work out some details with the microphone. Right now I can tell I've got a good amount of wind coming from my back. I'm going to block the mic. Some of the wind, I've got to get a wireless mic and see how that works out. I'm looking for a Bluetooth wireless to go with my iPhone 10. Please message me, excuse me, if you've got any leads on that. Hi, Linda. One of the reasons why the shape of the earth matters is it just goes to show how deceived humanity has been by the system of control. everybody I've asked about Santa Claus believe the Santa Claus lie, unfortunately. I was one of the people that was deceived about that. So that's one of the reasons why I'll put Santa lies, NASA lies, Satan lies. Got to go all the way to the top though, because even though Satan will use who and what he can, God will use it all, including Satan. That's what's really important to keep in mind about all of this. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says to all of humanity forever, they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. So they're going to believe the lie largely they want to believe, as best I can tell. I was perpetuating that lie. The biggest lie for me was I thought I was born again until I actually was. It was a form of false advertising. I didn't have the power of the Spirit to obey God. I was deceived and didn't know it. Let's zoom in. This will be maximum zoom with the iPhone 10. It's about 10 times. What's going on here is the sun is approaching. It's what it's doing. It's becoming more visible. It's based on perspective. If you want to evaluate, pore over some data, and figure it out for yourself, great. Look at the where and when the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon. That's a big deal. See the mirror behind me? It's almost flat, mostly. A little bit of taper or it'd be a whole lot wetter, right? It's ours. I use the Tides Near Me app. It's free. And I'm able to confirm the accuracy of the appearing and vanishing of the tide from this vantage point. I'm about to take this, I'm going to detach it and drop it down low. Okay, so the moon is obviously still up there, just can't see it. One of the reasons why we can't see the sun and the moon on the face of the earth everywhere is because they're local and small. That's just the way it is. It's a celestial timepiece. They move a course above the face of the earth I'm convinced their interaction affects the heating and cooling of the earth, which causes tides and wind to move. That's the Myrtle Beach skyline over there. I've got a lot of photos of this area. It's a beautiful location. People come from all over the world to visit here. It's a mission field that comes to us. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about living here, is because I get to meet people that are, I believe, more open to quite possibly new information, contemplating their life. They're a bit reflective on their past, present, and future. What's it going to be like for them? A lot of couples come out here for a honeymoon or a anniversary, special events. 20 million guests were anticipated to be here this past year. And by the looks of it, it happened. We're coming to the close of this year. What I get to do, and all of us who want to can as well, is leverage the world system to expose the reality that we live in. Utilizing the artificial intelligence, the cloud, the internet, all of the infrastructure that operates it. Yeah, today would have been spectacular to be zoomed in on the sun. It's pretty amazing right now. I can only do so much with the equipment that I have and the resources that I have. I'm going to zoom in with just the iPhone here and see what I can show you. I've got a lot of video where it appears that the sun is actually in the clouds. And Job 37 talks about that reality. Not embarrassed to say it looks like the sun is in the clouds because, well, that's where the Bible says it is. And since I can't trust NASA, I'll just go with what I can see. And I don't know why my stabilizer is wanting to run a little bit tilted. I'm holding it down with my hand. Let's see if I can get it queued up here. I'm going to shut it off and recalibrate it maybe. Yeah, see, I can see that's not level. You probably can too. And I don't know why it's doing that. I was looking at it before, I didn't like it. Yeah, so what am I going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just grab the, let me flip this down. I may be getting a stable cam. I believe it's called S-Move, the Pro version, because right now that looks more like it's level, and when I let it go, it's tipped a little bit. Oh well, it'll be I'm not afraid to show you the reality of what's going on here. As the sun moves towards us, it'll change the shadows, the reflections, all of that. It's just the way that it actually is. So this is the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier, and the world's largest tiger shark was caught here, I believe in '64. I've got it on video, you can see it. The gift shop has photos of it. It was almost 2,000 pounds of tiger shark. They're still that big out here too, as far as I can tell. There's been photographs of them captured. Right now we've got the beach renourishment project going on once again, and I'll be going live and showing that as well. They pump sand up from the bottom of the ocean with ships and diesel pumps, and the water seeks its level. They're able to move 1,500 dump truck load equivalent 20-yarders in 45 minutes with a 30-inch stream of aggregate, 40% sand, 60% water. Then they move it around with bulldozers. It's pretty fascinating leveraging the technology to do that. Okay, so I'm having a problem with the this not being level, and I want to pull it. Okay, so this is freehand, and I'll just walk it on out, drop it on down. I've got hundreds of hours of the audio Bible and the beauty of creation out here. The sun is like a laser beam shooting across the water. Now we can see the moon. Yes, the sun does light it up. It actually, as best I can tell from the evidence I've looked into, it like charges it up and then it gives off its own yet cooler light, her light. The sun is masculine, his light. That's biblical, that's reality. I'm unapologetically biblical because it matters. The fact that the Bible is telling the truth and NASA is lying is a big deal. That's why the shape of the earth matters. If you're all excited about Jesus and you believe we live on a globe, send me all your evidence that you believe proves that, and I can assure you that you're deceived. Hello, it's the way it is. By irony and paradox, the deceived don't know they're deceived. With pride as a powerful catalyst, they're going to think themselves very well informed. I don't care how many letters or digits are around a person's bank account or name. Doctor of this or that, doesn't matter to me. I'm not intimidated by people's supposed credentials. I thought I was born again until I actually was. That's the biggest credential I can bring to the table, is the fact that I actually have the creator of this world living in and through me. That's the big deal. And all of his children that are actually born again. Now we can see the light blasting off of those buildings there. Those are all clues to how this works. There will be buildings that get lit up over there because of the sun hitting the glass. One of them has a beam of light that shoots off of it because of that, depending on the time of the year and how the sun aligns with it. So for a couple of days here, the sun will appear at 6:59, then it's on the move. Okay, so check this out. I did professional level motocross, been to a lot of sports car races, Elkhart Lake, Indy style cars, ran laps around the track with supercharged high performance cars, as well as timed the world's fastest automotive operators on the track. A second was a big deal. A minute of the sun moving at possibly 1,000 miles an hour, that's a really big deal. Coming up over there in the summer, and now here in the winter season, it's a big deal. It's obviously running a course. That's what we notice. The sun, moon, and stars move a course above the stationary earth. That's biblical, that's reality. So to be clear, the truth equals reality. Got a lot of people that are all really excited about the shape of the earth being a globe and showing beautiful pictures of it to their friends, saying, oh, how wonderful it is that God created this. Well, if they're using NASA photos, they're using computer graphic imagery that's fake. I prefer reality. Reality is for those of us that have had enough of the science fiction, the drugging of humanity with deception and chemicals and such. So what I will do is load this into a YouTube video, and if you like it, share it. Thanks so much for yesterday I had friends share the video. I appreciate that. Today it's not as cold, mid-40s. Yesterday it was 30 degrees. This weekend it'll be in the 70s here. Tomorrow I'll be riding the motorcycle again, wearing the YouTube Truth shirt, which is really obvious to see it. Let's move this right tight onto the horizon and the glass jug. It's all scalable, meaning whether it's the little, this glass right here, or my YouTube Truth glass here, it's all scalable. The clues are all around. It's all line of sight and trajectory to line things up. So I would suppose that the water would probably run this way. Let's see. It's just what it does. It'll fly off a spinning ball. I've got the globe here. Let's throw the globe up here for a little comic relief, reducing the sphere of influence of the globe. When it warms up today, it'll have more pressure in it. There we've got Australia. Hey Australia, you okay there? Hanging on for dear life? Here, let's see what happens when we do this. Got blown away. I promoted the global lie, not knowing it was a lie. I got it from Amazon.com, and it actually has a according to them, official NASA imagery, or the layout of it. It's a lie. NASA lies. That's the way that works. So YouTube Truth, check it out if you like. I appreciate that. The notifications can be really helpful to see what I'm up to, what I'm putting out there for you to look at, if you care to. This is the window shade slash, was up on the billboard at the Flat Earth International Conference. So what does it cost? Well, it's $30, about $60 worth of, it's almost $100 by the time I was done. The two window shades and then the professional printing. All of this costs money. The people that are promoting the deception are many. The deceived by irony don't know they're deceived. The knowing deceivers have access to basically all the resources in the world, and so does God. And that's why he's using me, because I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. It's just how this is. I'm going to flip this around. say thank you so much for your public and private support and encouragement. And feel free to call me anytime. That'd be just great. And remember, it matters because the truth matters, right? Let's set this up for the end of the shot.